So this in this meeting, as we all know that today's theme is movie magic. We must be knowing how many types of movies are there. There are different types of movies such as the horror, comedy, romantic, or action movies, thriller. So all these movies not only changes our mind but also refreshes our mood. Whenever we are sad or we are not happy with anything that is happening in our life, we just go and watch movies so that it can refresh our mood and our feelings as well. So it is a very a short term happiness, but at least it gives us some kind of motivation as well, because in the movies there are a very different kind of stories that can tell us that we should never lose our hope. We should just move on, and whatever is happening, let it happen. We should just never be sad with whatever is happening. So I would say that in today's meeting we will be making the point that whatever comes in our way and whatever role that we are doing it, we should do it with 100% confidence. As in Toastmaster, we learn how to build our confidence, how to build our public speaking and leadership skills. So in this meeting, we will be learning all these things. And I will be reading some of the basic rules of this meeting, that switch off your cell phones or turn it into a silent mode. Second, whenever somebody is coming, just to cheer them up, we should just use the emojis in the given below, such as the clap, smileys. Always keep smile on your face. And fourth is clap when somebody is coming. So so may I ask, do we have any guest for today's meeting?
I think we
I
have
can
one.
see Anjali.
Yes.
Anjali, can you please give us masters and what have you heard about the meeting? Hello, Anjali, you are
Hello?
mute.
Hello,
Yeah,
am I audible?
yeah, you're not audible.
Yes, ma'am. I heard Toastmaster from my teachers. They inspire us for I'm studying MBA in first year. That's why I joined Toastmaster, because I don't that much skills which we need to communicate someone, communication skills, presentation skill, or public speaking skills which we need to have. That's why I joined the Toastmaster.
Okay. So, Anjali, you will be learning all these things when you attend the entire meeting, and we want you to attend the upcoming meetings as well and become a part of the Toastmaster Club. So, now let us introduce our Toastmaster of the day, who will be the host for today's meeting. And he is teacher by profession, and his hobbies are that he's enthusiast in fitness, and also he looks into innovations and creativity, is full with creativity. So please welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akriti. Let me start by sharing my screen first. I guess I'm not able to do it. No worries. Good morning, Mr. President, Presiding Officer, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Welcome to another exciting program of fun and learning at the 327th chapter meeting of Toastmasters Club of Pune Northwest. I'm Chandrasekhar Mankar, your host for this meeting. Lights, camera, and action. These three words have a major impact on our life. This is how a movie starts. Life is a movie, and we are the hero. Now, it is up to us to make it a blockbuster. I am a cinephile. When I was a young boy, my favorite uncle took me and my family to a small theater in Nagpur to see a movie named Pyar Deewana Hota Hai. I'm trying to share the screen, but it is not happening. Can anyone give me the access or something? No worries. Uh, in this movie, the protagonist named Sundar, which was played by Govinda, is an uneducated man. He pretends to be aphonic, which means he pretends that he cannot speak in order to win the compassion of a smart city girl with a big heart. And at the end of the movie, he tries to cut his throat. That was the first time I cried while watching any movie. Now, we all know that we cry during emotional movies because of the oxytocin, which makes us feel more connected with the characters while increasing the level of empathy. But the real question is, why have I chosen this theme? When I attended my first Toastmaster meeting, I saw something amazing. The whole meeting was filled with emotions, drama, action. It was like a movie. It had a start, middle, and the end. Every speech that I listen has the same thing. It is a small movie in itself. From every movie, we can learn something. Same as that, from every speech in Toastmasters, we can learn something. And if you take that learning and apply in your life, it will create the magic in your life. Hence the name Movie Magic. So let me take you into the world of movies, which inspires me a lot. Now, let me explain the program for today. For the benefit of guests, we have two sessions. The first half will consist of two prepared speeches, which will be evaluated by seasoned Toastmasters. And after the interval, we will be having impromptu speaking session where guests as well as members are challenged to think on their own feet and deliver a speech of 1 to 2 minutes. After that, we will be having all the role players presenting their report, followed by our favorite thing, the moments of glory. Now, before I invite our president for presiding officer address, I would like to tell something about him. He's an engineer in Mercedes and he likes to study on financial tools. Can you guess which movie inspires him a lot? Here is a hint.
Was it a Wolf of Wall Street?
No, can you, if you can see the screen, there is a hint for it. I will give you 5 seconds.
It's a Target logo that I know.
Yeah, pretty
Bullseye,
close.
something like a bullseye.
Oh, pretty close. The movie is Goal.
Goal.
So let's welcome Toastmaster Jay for his presiding officer speech.
Thank you, Audrey, Master Chandrasekhar. Thank you very much for this nice introduction. After a long time, someone was full of energy has presented a nice introduction of a president. Thank you very much to you. Before I go ahead, let me tell you a very small story. Once there was a river. A river was deep, approximately 60 feet depth, and it was as wide as 20 feet. 20 feet, and there was one boat. In that boat, one person was leaning outside. He was trying to help to someone who was drawing there. He said, "Hey, please hold my hand. Please hold my hand. I will take you out." And the drawing person, "Hey God, why is happening to me?" Drawing person. The boat person said, "Hey, hold on. Please just grab my hand. I will take you out." The drawing person, "God, this is not fair. Why you are doing all these things to me? Why you are not helping me?" The boat person once again said, "Don't worry, I'm here. I'm here to help you. Just take my hand. I will get you inside the boat. I can save your life." The drawing person once again, "God, this is not fair what you did to me. Now I'm dying and no one is helping me." And the story end. Do you think the person who was sitting inside the boat was a foolish person who want to save someone? who don't want to take the help, or the person who are drawing was more foolish compared to the others. But my friend, today I don't want to say the foolish, not even the boatman, not even the drawing person. The reason is very simple. Once I came to the office, Toastmaster Club meeting, I found Toastmaster or distinguished Toastmaster Vinod, distinguished Toastmaster Hemant told me, Jed, don't worry, we can help you. We can help you to build your career. We can help you to make your successful life. We can help you in each and every areas to improve. But Jay was not ready to listen. He said, okay, maybe next time I will see. Maybe let me join one or two more meetings in it. And I lost a really good opportunity, an on-site opportunity, because I was not able to express my thoughts. If on that day, if I could hold a hand from the DTM Hemant or Vinod, I could be successful. I could be more successful than today. So this is not the story of one Toastmaster Jay or other. Toastmasters are always ready to help you. They're always saying, hey, grab our hand, just come out. We will help you. We are here to help you. There is nothing, our personal interest. It's the community which is dedicated to help everyone. So my friend, message is very simple. Mentors are ready to help you. VP Education, XCOM, everyone is ready to help you. You have to just grab our hands, and definitely we can help you to come out. We can help you. We can save you to drawing in the miseries and unsuccessful life. Thank you. And with this call of action, I want to say, just go ahead. Thank you very much. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Please.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for such an amazing address. A movie is always full of characters, just like this meeting. Let me introduce my fellow Toastmasters who will be performing their role in the meeting. We have Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Akriti, who is a chartered accountant working in an IT company. She loves traveling. Can you guess which is her favorite movie? Here is a hint.
Welcome.
तुम नहीं समझोगी अंजलि ... Complete the line.
कुछ होता है.
कुछ होता है.
Absolutely right. A love triangle, an amazing romantic movie. So I would like to request Toastmaster Akriti to say a few words about his role.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar, for this kind of introduction along with the movie title. So I really like the theme that you have set for today's meeting. And I am Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. And also my role was to start the meeting on time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Akriti. Everything we do in Toastmaster meeting is done under a time limit. To keep the track of time, we have Toastmaster Swati, who is a senior tech analyst. She loves singing and dancing. Could you guess which is her favorite movie? Here is a hint again. Let me share it. 70 मिनट 70 मिनट है तुम्हारे पास. शायद तुम्हारी जिंदगी के सबसे खास 70 मिनट. आज तुम
चक दे इंडिया.
Yes, exactly right.
Kabir Khan. I'm the coach of the Indian national women's team. मुझे स्टेट्स के नाम ना सुनाई देते हैं, ना दिखाई देते हैं. सिर्फ एक मुल्क का नाम सुनाई देता है, इंडिया.
An absolutely amazing movie which shows the true power of girls. Now I would request Toastmaster Swati to explain her role.
A very good morning and in fact a lovely Sunday to the presiding officer Officer, to the Toastmaster of the Day, to the loved guest, and to my fellow Toastmasters. As well said, I don't think even I have to give my introduction because it was very well introduced by the Toastmaster of the Day, Sattar Minute. Like each and every minute is valuable in our life. And as a Toastmaster, we definitely give a lot of importance to the time. Like our meeting should start on time and should end on time. And in fact, all the speeches, evaluations, and table topics have a certain time limit to follow. That is 5 to 7 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, and 1 to 3 minutes. So let me just show you like how we would keep the track of the time. For example, I would just like to share my screen. Let me know if it is visible. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Okay. So for example, if the speech is between 5 to 7 minutes, there'll be a white card. Initially when the speaker is starting, there would be a green card at 5 minutes. When the speaker reaches the maximum time which he has to speak, there will be a yellow card in the intimate minute, that is at 6 minutes, to indicate the speaker that his time frame it's about to reach its end time. And when the speaker reaches the maximum time which he needs to speak, that is 7 minutes, we'll have the red card. And post that, there would be a buzzer. So this would be the sequence. And for example, if it's an evaluation, there would be a green card at the end of 2 minutes. There would be a yellow card at 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And there would be a red card at 3 minutes. And there would be a buzzer at the end of 3 minutes. And 30 seconds of grace time would be given so that the speaker could conclude his speech with a great ending. So that's it from my end. And I would get back to you in the middle whenever the speaker starts or whenever the evaluator starts with the speech. I will get back into action and you will see me throughout the meeting. And that's it from my end. And over to the Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Swati. Could you please check the window? We are not able to see the timer's card. We are seeing the iCare one. So please do check it one more time so that we can
one
confirm.
moment. Yeah.
Unshare your screen
Now
and
can you
share.
see me? Now can you see the timer cards?
No, unshare your screen and share once again.
Just give me a minute.
It is a logo. Move your in vertical. Am I right? On the card?
Yeah, now I'll stop the screen sharing. Let me just try it once again. If you are able to see it, just let me know. Now can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Perfect.
we can see now.
Okay, I will stop the sharing. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, for confirming this. And over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Swati. To keep the track of unnecessary pauses and sounds that we make, we have Toastmaster Mayur, who is a software engineer. He likes playing chess. Can you guess which movie inspires him the most? Here is a hint. How does an induction motor start?
3 Idiots.
3 Idiots.
Exactly right. I would request Toastmaster Mayur to explain his role.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Presiding President Jai, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guest. Good morning. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds including that is AH, and that is ER sound. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mayur. Language is an integral part of public speaking. To help us in improving our linguistic skills and give us critical feedback on the language, we have Toastmaster Pavan, who is a software engineer. He loves listening ghazals, reading, and cooking. The movie which inspired him the most is the same as mine. Can you all guess? Here is a hint. Take a guess.
Forrest Gump.
Exactly right. The movie is Forrest Gump, and this is truly an inspiring movie. I would request Toastmaster Pavan to explain his role and also introduce the word of the day and phrase of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Just a second, I'm sharing something. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
It is loading.
Now we can see.
Now I can see.
Yeah. My role in today's meeting as a Utpal Dutt character in the movie Golmaal, who always in search of right, pure, and good word of the native language. In the movie Golmaal, Utpal Dutt was in search of Hindi words. Here, I will be in search of good usage of English words. Let me introduce today's word of the day and phrase of the day. Today's word of the day is blockbuster, which is a noun meaning a thing or a great power of size specifically related to film or a book. Example, that new movie is a blockbuster. Another example, she scored again with her latest blockbuster. May I request audience to share some of the examples? Anyone? Just turn on your audio and you can speak out.
Our colors meeting is always blockbuster.
Can I share?
Yeah, please go ahead.
The movies which are the favorite movies of all the role players are blockbuster.
Thank you. Let me introduce the phrase of the day, that is talk of the town, a person or a thing that many people in city or town are talking about in an interested and exciting way. For example, the new restaurant, talk of the town, or her performance in the school annual gathering was the talk of the town. May I request someone from the audience to make an attempt to use the word, the phrase of the day?
Can I try?
Yeah.
Politics will always remain talk of the town.
Perfect. Anyone else?
May I try? May I?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Last week, we had an amazing contest, which is right now a talk of town for the whole Toastmaster community.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Anyone else want to try? I'll give a challenge, but not take the example right now. Can someone give me the word of the day and phrase of the day in a single sentence? You can think of it and I will come to that, or you can send it me on a chat window.
Can
if
I
somebody
try?
uses, okay, go ahead. Oh, we have the answers right away.
Blockbuster movies are always talk of the town.
Thank you.
Our club's meeting is blockbuster as well as talk of the town.
Perfect. Perfect. We were already started using both word of the day and phrase of the day.
Right.
I encourage everyone to make maximum usage of this word of the day and phrase of the day in their respective speeches. If someone utters this word of the day and phrase of the day, I encourage to give him encouragement by expressing the emotions icon that is the Zoom master screen, that is thumbs up, or you can on your video and give a thumbs up. I will be back when called upon with my report. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pawan. The blockbuster speeches given by Toastmaster Pawan is always talk of the town.
Thank you.
Like we have individual evaluators for the speaker, similarly, we have general evaluator for whole meeting. To act as a general evaluator, we have Toastmaster Abhishek, who is an engineer. He loves coding and reading. Can you guess which movie inspires him the most? Here is a hint again. Pretty easy.
Idiot.
3 Idiot.
Exactly right. The movie Three Idiots has inspired a lot of Indians. I would request Toastmaster Abhishek to explain his role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, for the nice introduction. Presiding officer, Toastmaster Day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. My role as a general evaluator to evaluate the meeting in general. I will note down the uses or proper use of the by the speech evaluators and the role player who spoke throughout meeting. At the end of the meeting, will come on the screen and show my report as well as give my feedback. And that is it from my side. Over to Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhishek. So friends, let's begin with the first half of prepared speeches. The speaker one will be delivering his icebreaker speech from Dynamic Leadership Manual. The evaluator for speech is Toastmaster Abhinav. I would request Toastmaster Abhinav to read the objectives of the speech.
The objective of the speech is member to introduce himself to club and learn basic structure of public speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Pavel. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhinav. Timer, please note down the timing sequence. The timing is 4 to 6 minutes, where green card at 4, yellow card at 5, and a red card at 6 minutes, along with a grace period of 30 seconds. Toastmaster Pavel is a UX CX designer. He loves music. Can you all guess which movie inspires him the most? Here is a hint again.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Exactly right.
I still remember that moment.
Let's welcome Toastmaster Pavel. As Toastmaster, Pavel is delivering his icebreaker speech, and as the norms of the Toastmaster, as soon as he concludes his speech, we will all give him a standing ovation. The title of the speech is Perfection is an Illusion. Toastmaster Pavel, perfection is an illusion. Perfection is an illusion. Toastmaster Pavel.
Sure. Before I start, I would like to check whether my audio, am I audible to all, and whether my video is visible to all.
Zoom Master, can you please highlight Toastmaster Pavel?
Can you all see my audio? I mean, can you see me and can you see my screen?
Yes.
Is my screen visible? I've started sharing my screen.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Great. So I'll start now. Good morning, Mr. President, my fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. What I have understood is that perfection is just an illusion. We all try to be perfect to some extent. But the question is, are we perfect? At the end of the day, we all are human beings. We all have some flaws, some weaknesses, some imperfections, some shortfalls. Even I have many. And one such shortfall of mine is that I have an anxiety of public speaking. When I'm on the stage to deliver a speech to dozens of people, my heart starts pounding vigorously. My voice trembles and my hands shake. But finally, I've decided that I'm going to overcome this fear. And therefore, here I am in front of you all. My name is on your screen. The first question comes to everyone's mind that how do I pronounce this name? And it's very simple. It's P-A-A-W-E-L-L, Pavel. The second question comes to everyone's mind is, what does it mean? So it means humble and small in English. Let me tell you all, Pavel is not an Indian name. Rather, this name is mostly used in Eastern European countries, mostly in Russia, Estonia, Bolivia, Ukraine, Czechoslovakia, Slovenia. So the third question comes to everyone's mind, how did I get this name? Right? So let me tell you a short story. At the time of my birth, my uncle was reading this book called Mother, written by Maxim Gorky. Now, the context of this book is set at pre-Russian Revolution time. And the protagonist of this book is, of course, the mother, whose name is Anna Vlasov. And Anna's only child's name is Pavel Vlasov. And in the book, Pavel started a revolution. So when I opened my eyes to see this beautiful world around me, my uncle had convinced everyone to name me Pavel. So that is how I got my name. My father, Partho, he is an eminent artist in India. He has been bestowed with Presidential Award back in 2001 for Best Artwork by the Government of India. My mother, Rita, she is a film editor. She worked in West Bengal Film Development Corporation. I've done my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya, and I had the opportunity to study in one of the most renowned colleges in our country, St. Xavier's, Kolkata. After that, I got trained in human-computer interaction and mobile UX design under Professor Alan Diggs and Frank Smillis and I have passed with a distinction of top 10% in the class from IDF. However, you won't believe I started my career in advertising. I was fascinated by advertising. It was raw and people were full with passion and creativity. But soon I realized that the world is going digital. So I joined Cognizant. I worked there for a few years and then I moved to Johnson Controls. And right now I'm working in Principal Financial Group as a senior UX designer. What is UX design? UX stands for user experience. So what is UX design? So designing how a user will feel when they're using a particular product. So that is user experience design. For example, you can see few products on your screen, right? How would you feel if you use all these products? I'm sure you all will feel horrible. So my job is to design the product in such a way that it is usable as well as it is desirable. I'm an avid reader. I read a lot. I read a lot of books. I read a lot of articles. I read a lot of magazines, conspiracy theories. I mostly prefer reading non-fiction, but sometimes I read fictions too. My favorite writer is Ruskin Bond. I enjoy playing team sports. I was my school's basketball captain, and that time I was at top of the town. I watching classical blockbusters as well as international films, directed by stalwart directors like Eisenstein, Godard, Ray, etc., etc. And I am a great chicks musician. I've learned guitar. I've learned from Calcutta School of Music in Western Blues on guitar. You can see this is me when I was probably 7 or 8 years old. And I started playing guitar from that age. And because of guitar, I made a lot of friends. I played professionally too. Back in Calcutta, I had a band. And right now, here when I'm in Pune, like I do not have a band, but I practice my instrument every day for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. It is my good friend. If I'm feeling sad, if I'm feeling happy, it just, I just practice with my guitar and I feel good after that. And this is the label where the school which I've attended, the Calcutta School of Music. It is a quite old school affiliated with Trinity School of Music, Oxford. So I have done till grade 6. I'm a grade 6 musician. So that's it. That's it from my side. And one last but not least, I'm a goal-driven person. And this year I've set a goal for myself that I'm going to work on my public speaking skills. And I'm looking forward to learn from you all. And I'm so glad to be a part of this club. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pavel, for an amazing speech. I would request timer to take a break of 1 minute so that we can give feedback to the speaker one. Please send him the feedback on the personal message. Timer, please inform once 1 minute is done.
Sure. Yes, Chandrasekhar, I think the time limit is done.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Swati. The speaker 2 will be delivering his level 5 project. The evaluator for this speech is Toastmaster Abhinav. I would request the evaluator to read the objective. Sorry, I would request the Toastmaster Anupam to read the objective of the speech. Is Toastmaster Anupam over here?
Yes, I am here. Chandrasekhar.
You can go on.
Good morning, Mr. President, Toastmaster of the day, and all dear fellow Toastmasters. Today, Toastmaster Jay will try his speech, and purpose of his speech is to share some of the aspects of his growth during the completion of this path. His pathway is presentation mastery. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day. All the best, Jay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anupam. Timer, please note down the timing sequence for the speech. The timing sequence is 10 to 12 minutes, green card at 10, yellow card at 11, and red card at 12, along with a grace period of 30 seconds. As we all know, Toastmaster Jay is technical expertise in Mercedes. And when I asked him which is his second favorite movie, this was his answer. Okay, I am not able to share the screen. Bahubali. The title of the speech is I'm not the best. Toastmaster Jay, I'm not the best. I'm not the best. Toastmaster Jay, over to you.
Sorry to interrupt. Toastmaster of the
Thank you,
day, can you just check if the screen is visible?
I'm not able to
Not
see
yet.
Toastmaster Jay's screen.
I can see the timer cards
Okay.
now.
Yes.
And my audio video is clear, or should I improve? Is my audio and video are clear?
Yes, it's clear. Could you please move just little away from the screen camera? I guess it's.
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Perfect. Perfect. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. What the type of combination have you prepared today? One player is playing for icebreaker and the other speaker is delivering his last speech for the pathway. Thank you very much to plan all these things. I am not the best. Why I'm saying this? Why I'm not the best? There are a lot of reasons behind it. And as we go ahead, you will see why I'm saying this. Dear Toastmasters, fellow guests, a very warm good morning to all of you. And thank you very much to join me here and to tolerate me for this last speech. I was just thinking, why should I have to join this Toastmaster? What is for me? Nothing. Then why? Because I know each and everything. I know what I have to do. I know what type of requirements are for a great public speaker. Over the period, I realized there is a big difference between accuracy and precision. I was so much expert in making mistakes, so I was thinking whatever I'm doing is always correct, always accurate. And at that point, I joined this club and started my pathway. Let me tell you what I learned. The first thing which I learned is the connecting with the people. How? My mentor, Toastmaster Prabhadeep, he called me, Jay, have you enrolled for the new pathway? I said, okay, I will do it tomorrow. It's okay. Oh, okay, it's fine. Next day again, he called me. Have you selected your pathway? I said, okay, let me do it right now. Select it. Now, just prepare for your icebreaker. You can deliver it in a next. We just send it this script to me and I will give the feedbacks on it. I said, okay. Then I started to type something and then sending the script to him. Once again, he called me. Jay, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 changes in it. I said, what the hell is this going on? Even my boss is not chasing me so much. Why this person is chasing me? Is he getting something special out of it? No. He was getting nothing out of this, which I realized, what's the interest? He want to make the connection with me. He told me very much clear, if we have to survive in our life, we have to work. Then we have to learn how to work together. No one can go ahead. No one can go ahead alone. If you want to go far away, then make a team. Mentor-mentee is a team. VP Education President, all EXCO members are working as a team. That boosts my motivation. Yes, let me do this. Then I started. Now he was not chasing me. I'm chasing him. Please do the evaluation for my script. Please have a look on my video. Please join the meeting so that you can share your feedbacks with me. Now the scenario has been completely changed. And by doing this, I got more than 7 new friends during this pathway completion. And that happened because of the one project, connecting with the audience. Yes, my friend, that was the most important. After connecting, then what else you need? You have to learn how to transfer your thoughts. I learned this. When I was preparing a presentation, there were some 11 or 12 slides. I shared it with my mentors and others. They said, what the hell is this? You have only 5 to 7 minutes. And there is a lot of text on this. Do you think that it makes sense? No, it doesn't make sense. Whatever I'm thinking is not sufficient. I have to understand what the other person is thinking, what others are looking. As in the last speech, you had seen one motor and then realize, okay, that movie is from that one, that picture from that one, even in a fraction of a second. How? Because he was able to connect with the audience. He was able to transfer the thoughts from his mind to other mind. That's we need. So we have to, I learned how to understand the other's perspective, how to prepare our program according to that. That was a big thing for me. Now I know how to connect with the people. Now I know how to transfer my thoughts in that. But if there is no any confidence in it, then how it will work? I took more than 3 projects back to back. I delivered the same speeches in 2 or 3 different clubs so that every time I have more energy, more like you, more lovable. And that improved idea during this path. I delivered 3 projects for the same. I had to choose only one, but I chose 3 electives. It's very simple. I want to make a perfectionist. Definitely not like the procedure, like I already said. It should be accurate. That was I looking. Now I could transfer my thoughts in others' mind. I could connect with the audience. But is it sufficient? No, my friend, it's not sufficient. I had to connect with the audience which is unknown, whom I never met. So whenever I had to call, could we join the I don't know how to connect, how to make connection with them. Unknowns that I learned during the question answer for asking different questions. And I had to prepare myself what I should reply. If someone can ask me, and someone could ask different question. Maybe there are members even out of box questions which are more relevant to your. I love this. And I like my social media. Text and email or on the Facebook. And I have to understand what other thing I like. Hey, sorry for this technical glitch. Now I'm back. So last topic which I discussed was on the social media. How social media helped me to connect with the unknown audience. Great. But how I had to say I'm the best in some areas. In one area I can say yes, I'm the best compared to other one. How many of you? No, this question doesn't make sense. Everyone knows Amitabh Bachchan very well. See, a lot of advertisements and movies. He's saying, yeah. So this is the best one. I like. Or, yeah, we can do this. So there are a lot of homes, and I'm using less than Amitabh Bachchan. Yes, I'm using less than him. So I'm far better than him in this case. This is the point where I can say I'm better than him. All these are vocal varieties I learned during this day. Today, I know how to speak in different characters. Example, a baby. Mama, I need this thing. Mama, beta, you are always asking this thing. Why are you need? Papa, hey, if children is asking, you can give it to him. There is no any issue in it. Why are the children is crying? See, Mama, father is saying yes, I can get it. You are not good. You are not good a father. You are spoiling my child. I can use different type of vocal varieties which I learned during the vocal variety projects. Ohm's improvement, vocal variety, different types of character buildings in a story that I learned during this one. What else? What else I need? Or what I learned special thing? One more thing which I learned, that is the writing the stories. How to write story? I wrote down articles in newsletter. I wrote down blogs on websites. I wrote down even the articles in my company. And that confidence I got by writing a lot of speeches during these 16 projects. I wrote down more than 16 scripts. Or let me precise, if I have to conclude the draft also, more than 48 scripts I have. And out of 48, I used only 16, which are the best to deliver in front of all audience, because it's the value for money, value for time that I got here. Even this, as soon as this green card turned to the red, I'm disqualified. I have to learn it. I have to respect my time. I have to respect the other times. That I also got during this path. So my friends, I learned what's the difference between accuracy and precision. We must be not so much precise. We have to be accurate. That we need. We have to learn how to connect with the known and unknown audience with greater self-confidence that we need. Third aspect of a great public speaker, vocal varieties and transferring the thoughts in one mind to others. That we need. And a part of this, learning about the social media. How to use all these social medias, LinkedIn or Facebook or even the WhatsApp. That I got all these points I learned during this path. I got hundreds of feedback from a different member, known members, unknown members, from different clubs. That all together, these 360 feedback from a mentor to mentee has helped me to come out on a common stage. I had created a common ground where I can see, yes, I can deliver my content with full confidence, and I can try my best to value for their time, whatever they are investing. So with this thought, I can say, just start your path and go up to the end. And each and every time you will have different milestones. Each milestone will teach you a different thing, as I learned. Thank you very much. And over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Thank you very much to lovely audience.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jay, for this amazing speech. Timer, please take a break of 1 minute and inform me once 1 minute is done. Please give the speaker to feedback on his personal window.
Yes, dear Modi, it's a minute now.
Can you please tell us the exact timing of the speeches and whether the both speakers are qualified or not for the voting?
Sure. The speaker 1 took 6 minutes 13 seconds and speaker 2 took 11 minutes 45 seconds. So both the speakers are qualified for the voting.
I would request the Zoom master to launch the poll for the best speaker. Zoom master, could you please launch the poll?
Poll launch. Please cast your votes. Three more votes, please. Done.
Thank you so much, Zoom Master. I guess we are running behind the clock little late. So we would take a break of 5 minutes and we will be back at 12:02. Before leaving, let me share my favorite quote from my favorite movie. A person who does not watch Bagban with his family can never be a good person. Just kidding. This is a movie, Godfather trilogy. And it's time for the break. We will be back at 12:02.
Yes, people can turn on the video.
I really need to work on my presentation skill and the presentation is not that good. But nevertheless, I tried my best. Next time I will improve further.
Great job so far, Chandrasekhar. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, good job.
Thank you so much. I asked Toastmaster Vinod which was his favorite movie, and I see Toastmaster Vinod is not over here because of some work that he got. But he told me Mukaddar Ka Sikandar by Amitabh Bachchan, and he has actually 27 to 30 times he has watched that movie. So truly amazing. The only movie which I have watched for like above 50 times, I will tell about it just after the break. What about you guys? Is there any movie that you have watched for at least 5 or 10 or 20, 30, 50
Few
times?
movies I watch every year, maybe once in a 6 months. One of them is Sholay, then Forrest Gump, and even Chak De, and Pyar To Hona Hi Tha. So these are movies like I have to revise somehow one or the other way.
I know people will kill me if I say this name, but I watched Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum almost 20 times. Whenever it comes on TV, I watch it.
But I must say, most of us has watched Surya Vansham movie at least 150 times, right?
Yeah, we are forced to watch
Oh my
it.
God.
We are forced to watch it because we don't have any other option. Every Sunday, even right now, if I see Sony Set Max or something, that movie would go on.
Yeah, my son watches Fir Hera Feri every week. So we have to watch it. Nearly 100 times we have seen that.
Is he Akshay Kumar's fan, Anupam?
No, he is Paresh Rawal's fan.
Oh my God. Babu Bhaiya.
You know, when I was a kid, I was a huge fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger. There were two movies, Commando and The Terminator, The Judgment Day. And whenever it used to come, I used to watch it. I've like watched it more than 100 times easily, and so did my family.
I am back. I guess that is the dialogue from Terminator or something. Great.
Right.
I think we can continue Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Swati. Now it's time for the evaluation session. The evaluator will give their feedback to the speaker. Timer, please note down the timing for evaluation. 2 minutes for the green card, yellow card at 2:30 and a red card at 3 minutes, along with a grace period of 30 seconds. The speech of Toastmaster Pavel is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Abhinav. He's an engineer. He loves reading and traveling. And can you guess which movie inspires him a lot? Here is a hint.
Munna Bhai MBBS.
Munna Bhai MBBS, obviously.
Exactly right. I would request Toastmaster Abhinav to come on the stage and give his evaluations. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhinav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Mr. President, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, good afternoon. I'm going to evaluate Toastmaster Pavel's speech. Perfection is an illusion. Today, Toastmaster Pavel has started his speech journey. Let us have a big round of applause for him. I really enjoyed his speech, and I could not believe that he's giving icebreaker speech. I don't know what he's going to do in his future speeches. Let us see how he made the objective of the speech. In objective, there was two parts. First, that he should introduce himself to the club. So now we know he's studied in good college, St. Xavier's College, Kolkata. Meaning of his name, pronunciation, about his family members. His mother is working as an editor in Kolkata film industry. Now he's working in one of the software company named Principal. His hobbies, watching movie, sports, reading. So now we know about him. So he made the first part of the objective. Second part of the objective, to learn the basic structure of public speech. So when I was listening his speech, I felt that he is very good script writer. Opening, body, and conclusion was well aligned. See how he started with the speech. First, he told Pavel what is the meaning of it, pronunciation. Then he went about his childhood, then about his family, the hobbies, then his professional life. So his speech was well aligned. Really, very good job done. And throughout the speech, his face little bit smile was there. Really, I liked that. He was calm, composed, and pace of the speech means I can understand each word and sentence he was speaking. Really, Toastmaster, well, you have done great job. I believe that you take your speech to next level. Overall, you did a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to hear your next one. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhinav, for this amazing evaluation. The speech of Toastmaster Jay is going to be evaluated by Toastmaster Anupam. He is a software engineer and he loves playing badminton and doing trekking. Could you guess which is his favorite movie? Here is a hint again. Any guesses? We already know about this
Pursuit of
movie.
Happiness.
Exactly right. In this movie, we saw the amazing combination of both father and son. I would request Toastmaster Anupam to come on the stage and give his evaluation. Over to you, Toastmaster Anupam.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Chandrasekhar. Mr. President, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and all dear guests. Very good afternoon to all. Toastmaster Jay, today you gave one more blockbuster speech. That was a fantastic attempt by you. Today's speech, which was, I am not the best. What a catchy title you had. And your project was reflect on your path, reflect on your journey in the Toastmasters. And you have very well attempted on the project and its goal. So you started your speech with the contradictions of the today's meeting, that one is having first meeting and one is having your first speech, and second, you are having your last speech of the project. So you very well started, like what is in it for you? what is in it for you in this Toastmasters journey? You connected many points, like your relationship with your mentor, Prabhadeep. You were very well expressive, how Prabhadeep used to convince you to pick up your projects. You also touched upon the feedbacks, sharing feedbacks, how many friends you got while you were in this project. You also gave us the importance, how you connected with the audience and where your learnings while you were in this journey. And also, like you, not only you took one project, you took 3 projects. You also gave examples of Amitabh Bachchan, and you tried the mimicry of Amitabh Bachchan, father, son. That was a very nice, you tried to take the humor in your speech. So the vocal variety was fantastic in your speech. So some things you should have improved is you should have started with some in some other way, like some quote or something else. And the ending of your speech was also like you could have ended like you are concluding your speech. Like we could not know that you are ending your speech. Overall, it was a fantastic speech. The gestures were fantastic. Eye contact was fantastic. You were comfortable, and you were very much of the goal of the project was very much fulfilled. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Chandrasekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anupam. I would request the timer to tell us the exact timing of the evaluation and whether the evaluators are qualified for the voting or not. Toastmaster Swati?
Yes, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Toastmaster Abhinav took 2 minutes 2 minutes 28 seconds, and Toastmaster Anupam took 2 minutes 56 seconds. So both the evaluators are qualified for the voting.
I would request the Zoom master to launch the poll for best evaluator.
Four more votes. Please cast your votes. Three more to go. Poll is going to end in another 10 seconds. Please cast your votes. One more vote, please. Done. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zoom master. Let's move on to our next segment. Let's test our ability to think fast and speak impromptu in table topic session. For conducting the table topic session, we have Toastmaster Rahul. He's a team leader in IT industry. He loves writing and learning guitar. He's a big fan of Christopher Nolan. So could you guess which is his favorite movie? Here is a small hint.
Inception.
Yeah, right. Sorry for the glitch that I made, but this movie is really brilliant movie. The dream inside the dream inside the dream. Now I would request Toastmaster Rahul to come up on the stage and have a blockbuster session. Over to you, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you so much, TM Modi. And that was not a glitch, actually. That was a Christopher Nolan style of introducing it. First tell the end and then tell the start. So very well done there. Am I perfectly audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, I'll share my screen. Let me know when you can see it. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes.
Okay, great. Presiding officer, Toastmaster of the day, my fellow Toastmaster, and all the dear guests. A very good afternoon to one and all. Like any movie which inspires you or you are fascinated by it, you always think that what if I was there in the plot? How amazing it would have been. Similarly, in a Toastmaster meeting, when we hear speeches, when we hear the evaluation, when we hear about the role players, we feel an itch to go on stage and maybe speak for some time about some topic. And this is the real chance for all of you, the table topic session. I am Toastmaster Rahul, and I'll be your table topics master for this meeting with the theme Movie Magic. How this session works, I'll give you a topic somewhat related to the theme, and you have to just speak for 1 to 2 minutes about it. Let's go into the rules and see more clearly. So for a few first rules, the time allocated is 1 to 2 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. When you volunteer, you can check if you're audible and visible to everyone. Please state your name clearly so that the audience can vote for you. Please refrain from speaking anything ill against any person or organization. And please refrain from speaking anything ill about sex, religion, caste, or creed. Some pro tips for you. Take a few seconds to think about the topic before starting. Speak for at least 1 minute or a maximum of 2.5 minutes so that you qualify for the best table topic speaker. And lastly, enjoy yourself. I will additionally have the timer right here so that my screen would be visible to you the entire time, and the timer, the cards would be displayed here as well. So let's get ahead with the table topic session, and I highly encourage the guests to participate. The topic is going to be fairly easy, and it will be a great platform for you to just speak your mind and heart out. We have a guest. Who is the guest today? Would you like to nominate? What's the name of the guest? I'm sorry, I don't remember it. All right. I guess we can come back to the guest later. Toastmaster Pawan has nominated. So Toastmaster Pawan, do you want to take this first one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. All right, Toastmaster Pawan, your topic is my first movie was a fairly simple one, but you can make it always interesting with your charm. My first movie was Toastmaster Pawan. Toastmaster Pawan, my first movie was. Over to you.
I still remember when my mom and my aunt took me for a movie. We were living in a small town, and the movie was Muqaddar Ka Sikandar. I still remember. Most of the time, I felt sleepy in that movie theater. But when movie started, because of the noise, I couldn't able to sleep. Somehow my aunt could able to manage to make me sleep. But just before the movie ends, some few minutes back, I got woke up and I saw the deadly scene of Amitabh Bachchan is dying in the. I was a hero's body that really shook me. I started crying very, very loudly. My mom, my aunt, they were like, what to do with this? They tried all their ways to make me calm, to make me silent. But whatever the attempt they used to make, my voice was raising again and again. The last thing they did is all of them took me out of the theater. They gave me all type of the things that are available to make me calm. But because of that incidence, I thought that movie is a realistic thing. It could happen to me, it could happen to you, or it could happen to anyone. So after that, I was a little away from the movie. By the time I grow, I realize it's the perceptions or it's the representation what people do in that big 70 mm screen. Over the period, I understand there are so many classic movies that makes us happy, that makes us motivated, at some time that makes us cry as well. And thanks to some of the great actors who brings life to the movie, to the acting, and to the drama they did. There are many blockbusters movie which help us to motivate and to grow further. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Pawan. That was really, really nice. And yeah, the first bubble burst that the movies are not real and Santa Claus is always to come on Christmas. Yeah, that hurts. Thank you so much for that. Let me share my screen again. Timers, Toastmaster Swati, I do have a small timer here, which would come in handy. So it's okay that my screen is there. Okay, next one. Who wants to go next? Any nominees? Anyone?
You can try.
This is
Abhinav.
Oh, Toastmaster Abhinav, surely. Okay, so Toastmaster Abhinav, your topic is realism in real for today. So the realistic, let me just move this a little bit. Yeah. So realism in real today. Toastmaster Abhinav, over to you.
Mr. President, Toastmaster of the Day, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. My topic is realism in real life today. I would like to give example of MS Dhoni. I really enjoyed the movie. And the ways Sushant Singh portrayed this character on screen. We all enjoyed that movie. And that movie became blockbuster. And same way, you can see in the screen, Lunchbox. What a plot, what a script. And in that, Irfan Pathan, how he acted. Wow. There was, I think, that budget would be very less, right? There was 1-2 house, 1-2 time they have shown local train. Nothing was there. With less budget also, with good actors and good script, you can make blockbuster movie. And that would be become talk of the town. You see Newton, Masan, all are great movie and with great actors. Now there is another movie coming on sports icon on Sania. That in that movie it would be acted by Parineeti Chopra. So as an actor, they want to do homework or they do put lot of effort to portray actual character on screen. And it is all depends on the demand and supply. The audience love realism, and due to that, producers, directors, and actors brings lot of realism movie, and we all enjoy. So wait for the Sania movie, and it is coming on screen next month. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhinav. I guess you did also a promotion of the movie in your speech, so that is a great stuff done. Let me quickly see who all wanted to nominate. Okay, so Rohit wants to come forward. Rohit, can you just unmute yourself?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so
Can you see me?
Can you confirm if they can see Rohit?
Yes, we can.
So Rohit, your topic for today is entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. Over to you.
Entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. One of the most famous last words spoken by Imran Hashmi in the movie, The Dirty Picture. Well, he was not just throwing a cliche at us in that movie. He was actually talking about the bare bones truth of the Bollywood industry. The Bollywood industry is meant to be all about entertainment, entertainment, entertainment. Like my previous speakers said, that movie is but an imitation of real life. It's all about realism, showing on the silver screen to different people in the country. But at the end of the day, that movie is also about entertainment. He spoke about many biopics that came up. He spoke about Dhoni. He spoke about Sania Nehwal, another movie that is coming up. But please be prepared that there is going to be some kind of mirch masala, a little bit of spice that will be added to that biopic just to keep the viewers entertained. Now, for example, we know that Sania Nehwal has been a busy woman all throughout her life. Like since a very early age, she started playing onto sports. Okay, so she was busy all the time, just preparing for her things all the time. So now there is one thing that you can expect in the movie, and that is she was having some kind of boyfriend or some kind of paramour during her college days who broke her heart and then spurred her into making a headway into the sports field, some kind of that. That is some kind of mirch masala that they would be adding to that movie to grab the viewer's attention. Also in the Dhoni's movie, you must have noticed something like that. So basically, the entire Bollywood industry is all about entertainment. They may try to imbibe some kind of realism in movies. They might try to make movies on serious topics like some past historical moment or some past historical personality, but it's not going to be complete without adding some sort of fictional entertainment just to spice up the movie. So that's all I have to say about this. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Rohit. And truly, we Indians love to have some mirch masala, spices and condiments. Everything we eat, we see, everything. Okay, one more nomination, I guess, Toastmaster Swati nominated herself. If any guest is there, we can take them. Toastmaster Swati, you can come forward.
I can go ahead, Toastmaster Rahul.
Okay,
As you
yeah,
can even doing the timing part. Thank you so much. I can participate. Yeah.
Yeah, truly, my pleasure. So Toastmaster Swati, your topic is to weave a movie script. Now, what you have to do is you have 4 images on the screen. Use them in any way or in any manner you would like to, but try to include them and create a movie script for all of us on spot.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master. So let me go ahead. Once upon a time, there was Rahul and Anjali, deeply in love during their college time. And they had been friends for almost 4 years. All the 4 years of their college, they have been best friends. And if somebody asks them, like, are you dating? Are you in love with each other? Then they would say, no, we are just best friends. Then later on, their college dean caught them red-handed. They caught him romancing. Then finally, Rahul and Anjali, scared by the dean of the college, that is Gabbar, they ran away to Shimla to have their vacation. And in Shimla, they had a great vacation. They were roaming around. Then finally, they saw Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. And they were fascinated by the trains which were there in the Switzerland. So they thought like Shimla is not the right place. Let us go to Switzerland, because they were so much fascinated by Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. And they went to Switzerland and enjoyed the electric train over there for the first time. And they had a great time. And after that, they were not satisfied even with the Switzerland. And they came back to India and they felt India was the best and nothing greater than India. So that's it. Rahul and Anjali finally settled in India, in Pune, and having a happy married life. That's it from my end, Toastmaster Rahul. And is it your tale?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Swati. That was really brilliant of you to come up with such a nice script. I have one more topic, but because of the time issue, I guess I have one activity for all of us. If you are all up for it, it won't take for more than 2-3 minutes. Are you guys okay with it? You can unmute yourself freely now.
Yep. Yeah, we are okay.
So what we are going to do is we are all going to create a story now. The story or any movie script, good script, has a premise where they set a context. Then there is a conflict, which is the interesting point or a twist or a plot. And then finally comes the climax, the conclusion to that conflict or the resolution to that conflict. So what we are going to do is I'm going to show you a word on the screen and any one of us can start. They would just say one line and just create a story, start a story actually. And then the next person would use the second word and continue the story. And in that sense, we will try to create an entire story in next 2 to 3 minutes. No time for this activity. So let's go chance by chance, one by one. The first word is umbrella. Who would like to start?
I would like to start.
Sure.
Mayur.
Sure.
It was a rainy season and it was very thundering. So two couples were there and they were under the same umbrella.
That's great. Next one, who is going to come forward?
I can tabletop Toastmaster Rahul.
Sure. So your word is photo.
Finally, a photographer was trying to look like who is there in the umbrella? Who are there? Then finally the photographer came to take a photo and found it to be Rajkumar and Nargis.
That's pretty amazing. Next,
I will take.
Okay, great. Your word is island.
So that everything was happening on an island where lot of rain. People were just standing inside the umbrellas. Photographers were trying to take the best photographs for their life, for their lifetime, and continuously they're trying. And at the last, when there was a thunderstorm, they got the best shot.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pavel, do you want to take the next one?
Yeah, sure.
Next word is Batman.
So when they were on the island, they spotted a black vehicle. And suddenly they realized that it was the Batmobile on the island. And Batman came out of that car and they were like shocked.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pavel. So Rohit is going to go next, and the word is Olympics.
When Batman emerged from the car, his body was as chiseled as that of an athlete. It's like he had participated in the Olympics previously. He had perfect six-pack abs. He had a tapering V shape on his body. The costume on his body tightly clinged to enhance all the special features of his body. The biceps were visible. The jaw were chiseled, and the cheeks had gone inside. The way he moved, the gait with which he walked, demonstrated the kind of tough regimen that he followed every day, the kind of weights that he lifted every day. Surely he must have been a past Olympic sports person. It reminded us of many other people from the Olympics, say Usain Bolt, who used to sprint faster than light. And as such, when Batman started running, he was able to run faster than a cheetah. That was his specialty. He was able to nab anyone. And that's what happened with the couple. The couple got scared when they saw Batman and they started running, but they were not going to outrun Batman. Thanks. Over to you.
That's great, Rohit. And lastly, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, you are the TMOD. You should also participate in here. And your word is trophy.
And I woke up and I realized that all this movie was just a dream. And I presented the same script in my college, and I won the best script trophy at that day. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow,
Sorry.
what a nice ending. What a nice ending, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. That is it from my side. I'll just check with the timer if everyone was on time. Toastmaster Swati, everyone was on time.
Yes, Toastmaster Rahul. Everybody were on time. Leaving the last round, because I think last round was just an activity, so I haven't calculated that. Rest all of the speakers are eligible for the voting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Swati. I would now like to open up the nomination, the voting. Can someone please share the voting?
Yeah, I'll launch the poll. As Toastmaster Swati said, the regular table topic speaker I have covered in the poll, as the last activity was just, to give the chance to the maximum people. I have launched the poll. 2 more votes, please. It will decide the winner. Please, 2 more votes. Five seconds more, please. Okay, done. Thanks, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster invitation. And thank you everyone for joining and for participating in the table topic session. Hope you had a great fun. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rahul, for this blockbuster table topic session. Now it's time for the language evaluator to come forward and present his report. Over to you, Toastmaster Pawan. Zoom master, please highlight Toastmaster Pawan.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Toastmaster Pawan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. I am back with my report. The word of the day and phrase of the day was used by Toastmaster Abhinav. The word of the day was used by Toastmaster Anupam, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, Toastmaster Pawan. Phrase of the day was used by Toastmaster Pavel and Toastmaster Abhinav. I request everyone to have a huge round of applause for the speakers who have used word of the day and phrase of the day. Next, I'm here with the list of good and not so good usage of the language. The good usage of the language is illusion, which means misleading impression of reality. Bestow, which means present, an honor or right or a gift. Next is back to back, that is consecutive. Spoil, which means diminish or destroy the value of or a quality. Next is state of moment. The last one is intimidate, fearful or frightened. Not so good usage, that is unknown audience. It should be like connect with the unknown audience. Someone use script, it should be the scripts in the context of usage. Someone use value of time and value of money, it should be combined like value of time and money. Someone use 360 feedback, it should be 360-degree feedback, which means the feedback from higher management and the reportees in the organization. Someone use improve in the given context. Let me give you some interesting report about the word blockbuster. Blockbuster word is a combination of word block and buster. Buster means something which is unusual or extraordinary. This word blockbuster momentum after the Second World War, probably in 1950s or so. You can see on the screen. And over the period, as and when the movie industry and the drama industry get matures and reciprocates over the wider audience, the word blockbuster is in use abundant since forth. With this, I would like to end my report. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Pawan. Now I would request Toastmaster Mayur to present his R counters report.
Okay, let me share my screen. Presiding President Jai, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. Good morning. Here is my R counter report. So, in today's meeting, Chandrasekhar Mankar played a major role and he was almost flawless. He used only a single word of "a." So let me appreciate him for this performance. It was a really blockbuster performance from him. Also, table topic, Master Rahul Srivastava used 3 R counters and 1 word. General evaluator Abhishek Negi during his speech, he used 1 R counter. So he was almost flawless. During the speakers, TM Powell, even though it was his first icebreaker speech, he was almost flawless. He used just 1 word. As usual, Jai Singh, President Jai Singh was flawless. He didn't use any R counter words. During evaluators, Abhinav Prasad was flawless. He didn't use any R counter words. Anupam Arora used 4 2 words and he repeated 2 sentences, 2 words. During table topic speakers, Pawan Deshpande used only 1 R word and he repeated 1 word. Abhinav Prasad was flawless. He didn't use any words which was unnecessary. Rohit used 6 R words and 2 saw words, which was unnecessary. Toastmaster Swati just repeated only 1 word, so she was almost flawless. Other role players, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Akriti Rastogi used 4 hours and 2 so words. Timer Swati was has used only 1 hour and he repeated 1 word. He was almost flawless. And grammarian Pawan Deshpande was flawless. He didn't use any unnecessary words. Mayur Wagmode, our counter word, I have not calculated my words. If anybody has calculated, I welcome to send me on the message. Zoom Master Venkatesh used only 1 hour and he was almost flawless. Guest Anjali used 3 hours. So I welcome I appreciate all the flawless speakers. I name them. That is grammarian Pawan Deshpande, Abhinav Prasad, and Jai Singh were the flawless speakers, and who were almost flawless speakers. They are Toastmaster Pavel, Chandrasekhar Mankar, Abhishek Negi, and Swati and Venkatesh. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mayur, for this crisp report. Now someone was watching the entire meeting. I would like to request Toastmaster Abhishek, the general evaluator, to present his report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. So I was observing the meeting and I have noted out few points while in the meeting. I will now present my report. Let us begin with the first role player of today's meeting, Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Akriti. Toastmaster Akriti, at the beginning you talked about the theme. You have introduced the theme, you have connected with the Toastmasters, and this is really good part on your side. Other than that, you have also introduced the guest. There are a few recommendations that you could have improved on the part of stating the mission of the club and speaking about the role that could have improved the meeting. And there was another thing that the meeting started 2 minutes late, but there was the issue with the role players. So that is fine. Next is Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, Toastmaster of the day. So Toastmaster of the day is the most important part of this meeting. The Toastmaster of the day has to manage a lot of things, starting from deciding the theme, the preparing the agenda, what the structure of the meeting would be, and so many other things. And I'm happy to say that you have done it really well. So the agenda was sent a bit late. I mean, on Saturday, but there was issue with the EG Speak technical issue. So that is the issue. But other than that, you have sent the availability of the role player in this week. And the one thing I liked about your speech, your conduct of the meeting was you have introduced the role player in really nice way. Like you have given some aspect of the role player, which is important. You have talked about what movie they like, and also about each movie you have added some images or some music, which it really increased the power of the meeting. It was really happening. So this I liked about you. And introduction, you talked about yourself a bit, and you have connected the Toastmasters and the theme of the day. That is also awesome. Your background is also nice. So these are few points. So one point I would like to say that while you were saying there were a few mistakes you made and you said sorry. I think that you can avoid. There is no issue. That is fine. And yeah, there was one more thing, some time delay in the beginning of the meeting. So you are introducing a lot of different things, so a lot of different activities in the meeting. You can plan your timing in such a way that the role players, the speakers, their timing, and the few things that you introduce, the timing matches with them. So you can estimate the time that you might take so that the timing can be improved. So next role player is Toastmaster Swati, the timer. The timer is also really important role in Toastmasters because we really focus a lot on the timing. So the timing card were really nice. While during the meeting, I saw that in one point, while the speech of the Toastmaster Jay, there was some deviation with the timing. That might be because of the technical glitch that we saw earlier, but that is fine. So other than that, you have explained the role really well. That is great on your part. Next will be presiding officer Toastmaster Jay. So Toastmaster Jay, you have always full of energy. Whenever you enter the meeting room, you tell your story. You have nice body language, your vocal variety. That is really nice. So it really brings out the energy of the meeting. That is great on your part. So one aspect I would like to add here is that you can talk a bit about the theme. I mean, it is not necessary to talk about the theme, but as the Toastmaster Day is already speaking about it, it might bring the flow. So you can capture from the Toastmaster Day, bring to your storyline, and again give the handle back to the Toastmaster Day. It will continue the flow of this meeting, just like a speech. But other than that, the energy was nice and story is really inspiring. So next would be the R counter of the day, Toastmaster Mayur. So you have noted out all the spiller word and the word that the pauses and everything during the speeches, and you have created a Excel sheet to show them, and that is really nice. You have explained about the role players and you took time to say about them. You have also appreciated the flawless speaker and almost flawless speaker. Few recommendation from my side would be you can also applaud and ask other to applaud for the flawless speaker and almost flawless speaker as well. And you can use the format that we have in the Toastmaster. It is not compulsory, but that is the benefit of that one is everything is one page. So it will be easier for you to go down everything. At the same time, other role players or speakers, they can also see their own mistake. So that can be improved on your part. Next will be language evaluator, Toastmaster Pawan. The word of the day and phrase of the day, it was really nice and simple. The word blockbuster, we might have heard a lot of time, but we hardly use it. But today in this meeting, you have made the word blockbuster the talk of the town. And the word of the day, phrase of the day, talk of time, it was interesting one. So great job done on that part. You have used a PPT to explain the role about the word of the day, phrase of the day is example. You have encouraged others to speak about that. At the end of the meeting where you shown your report, you have also again introduced the PPT and explained about that. That is really nice. You have also shared the word of the day, the phase of the day in the chat window. I think there are a few improvements that you can bring, like the word of the day and phase of the day. It was really simple, and we can think in such a way that the usage can be improved. Like you can send again in the chat window in the second half that the word of the day and the phase of the day is this, or you can use your background with word of the day and phase of the day. That can because of that thing, the member can use more of it. So that is my recommendation for the language evaluator. So for evaluator 1, Toastmaster Avinav, you have evaluated Toastmaster Pavel, and it was the icebreaker speech. Icebreaker speech is the most difficult to evaluate because you have to encourage the speaker so that they can come back and again speak. And you have done nice work on that part. So great job done. And evaluated 2, Toastmaster Anupam. You have evaluated Toastmaster Jay, and you have bring out a lot of different points about Toastmaster Jay when he gave his speech. So great job done on that part as well. So this is no recommendation for evaluator 1 and evaluator 2. Table topic master, Toastmaster Rahul. You have become really expert with the table topic master's role. You have explained the role really nicely. You have also talked a bit about the theme, as well as you have explained the role of the table topic master for the benefits of the guest. You are confident and energetic, and you asked the guest as well as the Toastmasters to come the stage and talk on the topic that we will give. So a few recommendations from my side would be, at the beginning you can ask a Toastmaster to come the stage and speak on a topic that can set a stage so that the guests, they can feel comfortable. They would know what to expect, what to think, how the process is. So it will be beneficial. But that is fine. You have done a great job. The timing card that you have shown, it is really great. And one thing is, you are really calm during your role. So I love that one as well. So there are few general feedback from my side. Would be on the timing part. So in the timing, we have some issues. I think one thing that we can bring up is, again, whatever I have suggested for Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, the Toastmaster of the day, is for everyone. If we are planning for something new, like in the table topic master speech, table topic master part, he has introduced some new thing. Or suppose like Toastmaster Pawan, he introduced what the history of the blockbuster. So this thing we can, in the beginning, we can communicate to the Toastmaster of the day, so that Toastmaster of the day can plan how much time it will going to take and how much time I should allocate. That can make the timing more appropriate. So overall, the energy was really nice, and it was really lovely to attend this meeting. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator, for this crisp and amazing report. We will make sure to work on the feedback that is given by you. Now, I have missed something, and that we are going to do right now is take a group picture first. So I would request everyone to start their video so that we can have a group picture. Zoom master, please take the picture once everyone has turned on their video. Toastmaster Rahul, Toastmaster Swati, okay. Toastmaster Anupam, Toastmaster Rohit, please turn on the video. I would request everyone to turn on their video. Rohit, done. Great. Toastmaster Anupam. Zoom master, please let me know once the picture has been taken.
Done.
Thank you so much. Now, as suggested by the general evaluator, timing is really crucial part in Toastmasters meeting, and because of the timing issue, I was not able to share the exact thing that I wanted to share. So during the break, I told something that I have watched a movie above 50 times, and which is that movie? Let's take a guess. Not a guess, I will surely tell you this time. The movie is Tare Zameen Par. Now this movie is about a dyslexic boy called Ishan, who struggles with the studies. I'm sure about that you might have watched this movie. If you haven't, please do watch it. This is a great movie, and I watch this movie every time whenever it is on the TV or whenever I get the time. The second movie that I want to talk about is In Time. The movie, the protagonist is Justin Timberlake, and in this movie there is a different story. There is no money, but the time is used as the money. So the concept is really, really nice. I would request everyone to watch this movie so that you can understand the whole concept. And the third movie that I want to recommend to you all is Lion, the Lost Child. If you haven't watched this movie, this is a movie about a boy who was lost in India in the city of Calcutta, and then he was adopted in Australia. And years, after almost 26 years, using Google Earth, he found his hometown and came back in India to meet his mother. This is a truly amazing story of Saru Braille, a real story. So I would request everyone to watch this movie so that you can get the inspiration from it. Now that's it from my end. Now it's time for the voting. I would request the Zoom master to launch the poll for auxiliary role player.
Please cast your vote. Two more votes. Please cast your vote. All right.
Thank you so much, Zoom master. Please launch the poll for the best role player of today's meeting.
Four more votes, please. Please cast your votes. Members and guests, I request you all to cast your votes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zoom master. With that, I would like to hand over to our president, Toastmaster Jay. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. What a great meeting. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope everyone have enjoyed it. So let us start with some feedbacks. So Viraj, could you please unmute yourself so that we can have your feedbacks first? Viraj, is it possible? Okay, maybe he's not able to hear our voice. It's okay. Then let's go ahead with this. Today I got a feedback. So whenever we have to speak accordingly to the theme. So let's consider it. Let's take this feedback and implement it immediately. And ask you, all of you, what you like most? The first half of the movie or the second half of the movie? Which part you enjoyed most? Anyone? You can unmute yourself and just let me know. First or okay. So second half we enjoyed most of the time, and that's the most important part of the movie, where all the secrets reveal, where the conflicts at the came on the at the end. That's the main part. Why am I discussing this topic right now? Today, with this meeting, we will end our first half of this XCOM, and second half will start from the April 1st meeting. So in this first half, we have 2 education sessions, or let me say 3 education sessions from Harold, Manish, and others. We had one contest. We had a lot of different types of cultural perspectives. We had one joint meeting with Eton and others, where hundreds of members had joined. In this time, we had the renewal, and you will be really surprised. This is the first time in this club's history when more than 70% members have renewed for this membership. And we were able to complete our target on 14 March. That was also a DCP point, let me tell you. That we completed all because of the members like all of you. You work day and night, and that's the reason we are standing here in a calm mind. Now what will happen in the second half? Second half, we will have the more education sessions, area contests, and our milestone meetings. So what will happen in the milestone meeting? What are the special requirements? Let me give my handover to Toastmaster Swati, our VP Education, so that she can share her thoughts on this meeting and the upcoming meetings. And after that, we will go ahead for the awards and recognitions. VP Education, Toastmaster Swati, please take it.
Sure, definitely. Thank you so much to our presiding officer and to our president, Toastmaster Jay. And let us just something that's very much unique, as he has already told that the first half of the picture is done. So can I have everybody turn on the videos for a moment at least? Everyone. Abhinav, Pawan, Manish, Anupam. So can you guess like how many level completions we had this time? In just 2 months of time frame? We had around 9 level completion.
Oh,
and
wow.
kudos to each and everyone who have completed their levels and who have successfully done that. And today's meeting was a very special meeting. We had Icebreaker, a person who just started off with his speech journey, that is Toastmaster Pavel. So kudos to him. Great job done, Toastmaster Pavel. In fact, it never looked like it was an icebreaker. It looked like some prolified speaker coming up and speaking. So awesome job done. And I don't know if this was your icebreaker, where would it land up when you complete your first five speeches or when you complete your first level 1. So kudos to that. And second, we have our own president, Toastmaster Jay. And I'm very proud to say that this is his level 2nd part, which he had completed. He has already completed dynamic leadership in his previous part. And right now he has completed his 2nd part too. So what is more left out, Toastmaster Jay? So kudos, great job done. And this is one landmark which he has marked himself for completing his DTM too. So I think we still have a long way to go and long journey to go. So kudos Toastmaster Jay, and a big round of applause to both Pavel and Toastmaster Jay for creating a landmark and for reaching a landmark. So great job done. And milestone meeting. Milestones are really, really important. And our club is something which we all are looking forward, because it would be a 330 milestone, which would be on April 14. And I think already the discussion has started, and I've requested most of them to share their videos or to share their teasers. So let us make it big. Today I can see the participant count is 15. So can we expect 50 or 100? Can we expect a century on a milestone meeting? Invite your friends, invite your Toastmaster friends, as well as invite your colleagues, invite your near and dear friends, everybody, so that we can make it grand. And you can start your invitations right now, because for a marriage also we would require 1 week time to practice and 1 week time to do all the rehearsals. So let us make it big, and let us make it big, because right now the Corona time and we can't go out. So the milestone is the only option where we can sit down and we can celebrate with 100 more people. So let us go ahead with that. So that's it from my end, and I hope all are geared up for the milestone. Everybody can unmute and say like a big yes.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely
Yes.
rocking. And I'm looking forward for each and every one of your participation. So that's it from my end as VP Education. Over to you, Toastmaster Jay, for further awards and recognition.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swati. Toastmaster Swati, have you noticed today in Icebreaker speech, Pavel also said he's a good player. So we need his presence in our milestone meeting with a great script. So please plan it so that we can enjoy his performance from the very beginning. In the early age, he has started. So what he learned, let
We
him
have
enjoy
so much
one
of
more
talent.
time.
Yes, we
Great,
have
ma'am,
so much
great.
of talent. So all are unsurprised, and I think Shantanu is there,
Yes.
Rahul is there. We have
Yes.
Pavel, we have Hemant sir, we have Vinod, we have our dancers,
Great.
Manjeet, Meenal. So too much of fun. So don't miss it and keep your calendars parked for April 14th.
Great, ma'am. Thank you very much. So now this is the time. This is the time for awards and recognition. So Toastmaster Venkatesh, our Zoom master, our best player of this team. Could you please share the screen? Best auxiliary player goes to Toastmaster Pawan. Toastmaster Pawan, you are always awesome. Great job. Next, please. Best role taker award goes to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar. Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, whenever you are on stage, you are always rocking. Doesn't matter that you are the speaker or the player. You always perform with your heart, with your full mind. Kudos to you. Great job. Best evaluator, our seasoned Toastmaster, Toastmaster Abhinav. Great job. If I say you are the first time you are great or second time, it doesn't make sense. However, last time you are doing this evaluation and today you have reached up to a mark, but it's not so easy for anyone to reach. Great job, Toastmaster Abhinav. Super. Thank you. Next, best table topic speaker. In the speeches, we are very much prepared. What we have to speak, in which order we have to speak. But what's the most important in our life is the table topic, where someone's come on the stage and directly we have to speak. We have to speak impromptu. And that's the learning we all need. Great job, Toastmaster Rahib. Yeah, this is not the award. This is the recognition which you earn really by your open-minded behavior. Great job. And best speaker award, definitely Toastmaster Pavel. Toastmaster Pavel, everyone said you are the best. And I want to say only one thing. This is the beginning. Picture abhi baki hai mere dost. Let's keep continuing. Keep it consistent every time whenever you are on stage. Use your maximum. Use your maximum energy and rock the floor again and again. There are Toastmaster Chandrasekhar also who are always with the rocking performance, and you are also with the rocking performance. Super. And I hope we will enjoy more and more meeting with the players like you and all. It's a great super. And I think now we are on the right time. Perfect. 10 minutes before our meeting closing. So guest, I'm not sure. So only one guest is there. So Viraj, could you please stay here? And for the other members, thank you very much to join us on this Sunday and see you on next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Happy Holi, everyone.
Thank you. Happy Holi to all of you.
Thank you everyone
Holi.
and happy Holi. Have a safe and happy Holi to everyone. Enjoy your Holi time.
Thank you, everyone.
Use color for painting, not for face. Happy Holi.
Hi, Jay.
Hello.
Yeah, Jay, we can continue. We can just close the meeting. There is some issue with the Viraj.
Okay, no problem. So Viraj, if Viraj is not able to hear or connect, in this case, maybe we have to connect later because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, sure.
It should be an
correct.
interactive session, not only the one side.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Viraj, if you can, I think he also left right now.
Yes, left.
Thank you, Venkatesh.
Yeah, thank you.
And you can stop the recording.
Yes.